do it my way. I do it my way. Do it my way. I can't stress that enough. Amy Gross is right about everything. We've always been right. I don't think that I'm just puffing myself up, 'cause I'm pretty sure that the devil knows that this gift I have, once I opened it, I could help a lot of people do the right thing. Do the right thing. You'll know it's the right thing by the feeling that you're getting. Cause if you do the wrong thing, you'll get sick, you'll get sick, you'll get sick, you'll get sick, and you'll keep making excuses for it. You don't have to make excuses for the right thing. You don't have to rationalize the right thing. You don't have to rationalize eating a banana. You don't have to rationalize exercising. But you do have to rationalize watching porn. I used to do that. Not too much though. I really hate porn. But it still captivated me. Still got my attention. Wouldn't let it go. And that's the intention. They just want to bring you down so low, so you can't say no. Let it go. 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 Just invite God in. That's all you gotta do. Eventually you'll let it go because you won't need it anymore. I just want to remind people that God is always the answer. Yes, God. I'm trying to keep playing these chords so I get them down. Because I have a tendency to just give up and go back to what I'm used to. It's too easy to do. It's too easy to give up when it starts getting a little rough, a little rough, a little rough, a little rough. Just keep the faith, just keep the faith, just keep the faith, just keep the faith. I'm trying to provide an alternative. I'm trying to provide an alternative. I'm trying to provide an alternative. That's probably why you haven't heard of me. I'm trying to provide an alternative. It's not algorithm friendly. I don't like that. Go back to the way you were doing it. Okay, okay. I think I might go to Nashville tonight. I haven't been to Twin Kegs 2 in a while. I haven't seen my friend Todd, the one that owns that bar. You know, that place was all the rage last summer. It felt like something was going to happen in Nashville, but then it just fizzled out. That's why all these comics left. Like, a bunch of my colleagues left because there's nothing happening in Nashville. The thing is, though, this is such a weird time. Like, I know that I could probably do really well if I moved out to Los Angeles or Chicago, New York, Atlanta. I hear Atlanta's huge comedy scene, but it's like all this stuff going on is just like, why would I want to leave and like go to a fucking city? Like, I'm just trying to keep the faith in like what I'm doing and where I'm doing it, rather than just think like, oh God, I have to pack up all my stuff and leave and go somewhere else, and maybe I'll prosper in this city or whatever. And I don't know, I feel like that's the wrong approach. And I'm also really, really attached to the people here. I'm attached to my job. I'm attached to, my friends. My family's here. My parents live about 20 minutes from me. So it's like, why would I want to just like leave? And I get it would be like taking a huge risk. And I'm all about risks, right? But as much as I love cities, like, now is not the time to move to a city. Sometimes I feel like I missed out on some opportunity. Like, I should have done that earlier. I should have moved to New York earlier. I should have moved to Seattle or Portland. Yeah, there was a time when I wanted to move to Portland, okay? But I do think that I could fare anywhere. Because anywhere you go, there you are, right? So that's what people don't understand. They're trying to run away from their problems. It's like your problems are just going to come along with you. And if people had any idea that that was the case, they probably wouldn't, spend 10 grand going somewhere else only to find themselves in that new place. So it's just like, I think about that, like all the money that we waste on this idea that we can change ourselves. It's God that will change us. Like, I mentioned this yesterday in like our little prayer group about how, we rely on these things to help us, but it's God that's supposed to help us. And God will change us so that we don't need those things that we think we need. So, I love my coffee, but I don't want to have coffee in order to get through the day, I just like it. I like coffee. It's not about the caffeine aspect of it, because I don't need caffeine. I'm already wired, just being schizophrenic. So, a lot of people tell me not to talk about that anymore. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I understand that, like, I shouldn't focus on it and think that it's the only thing about me that matters. I get all that. But what you don't get is that it's the most stigmatized thing. And me talking about that, me being open and honest about the most stigmatized thing here in America. Do you have any idea how many people that helps? My friend Kimberly, she said, "Your crazy helps my crazy." She used to be a compulsive liar. If you don't sit down with people and have conversations with them, how do you expect them to know that you care about them? How can you expect anybody to better themselves if you don't give them a chance to do that? It's like, I believed in her because she has self-awareness. Now, most people don't have self-awareness, though. And it's just sad. It's sad that we live in a world that, like, doesn't believe in that. If you're self-aware, That's one of the reasons why they stigmatize schizophrenia so much, is because schizos are just like totally aware of things, man. They're totally aware of, I just farted. Did y'all hear that shit? Did you hear it? Did you know that women have assholes? They don't just have a uterus, they have an asshole too. Isn't that crazy? I'm assuming that if you watch this, you're not looking at me like I'm a typical girl, you know? Oh, that felt so good though. I kind of wish I just farted into the camcorder. I heard that there was some bitch on TikTok that did that. She farted into the microphone. Stuff like that makes me laugh, cause I'm a comedian, you know? Like, I know that I'm a comedian because so many things make me laugh. But that's also because I take stuff very, very seriously, you know? Because I can't just be like, oh, well, they're trying to kill us. Whatever, you know? Like, I can't just filter that out like so many people in this country. So I guess, like, there is, like, this sick part of me that, like, I don't want to say I enjoy it. I'm not smiling in a smug fashion, gloating about how right I am, because technology is destroying everything. But the fact that people still don't get that their smartphone is, I'm not going to say it's the cause, because it's not the smartphone. It's what the smartphone represents. The fact that people don't have faith in themselves, and they're just not creative. So they expect technology to do everything for them. And they look at me like I'm fucking nuts because I don't want technology to do everything for me. Like, that plumb pisses me off, that people would expect me to want technology to do everything for me, you know? It's like, in a society this lazy, why wouldn't the WHO, doing what the WHO does best, like, why wouldn't they do that? When they look at a society that's just so oblivious by choice, why wouldn't they utilize that power grab? It's just ridiculous that people don't understand that. Yeah, you have a part in this, baby. You have a part in this. It starts with you, okay? So if you're staring at your phone and, oh, you think that sending a tweet or sending a telegram or going on, I don't know, what's that other one? Truth Social. Truth Social. Just everything's such a joke, you know? My life is Truth Social. People get offended by me. Somebody walking away from me, that's Truth Social for me, okay? I told the truth, and people walk away because they don't want to socialize with somebody that's honest. See, the good ones in your life, they'll stick around. The good ones that are worth a shit, they'll remain loyal to you because they value things like friendship and they value human connection. You don't have to worry about me. We won't budge. I'm probably the most stubborn motherfucker you'll ever meet. But it's good stuff that I'm stubborn about. I mean, I'll admit that I can be stubborn about dumb shit too. I'll totally admit that. But all the black people I work with, they always say that. Girl, you so hard-headed. It's ridiculous. Like, I used to get into arguments with my friend Lexi. She's been in I think she was in one of my videos. She used to work at Steak and Shake with me. We used to get in arguments every single time that I would portion cake into a little sample cup. She would get mad because I refused to use the scoop that I was supposed to use. And she was like, why is this such a big deal? know, I'm not going to follow rules that don't make sense to me. I don't just break rules to break rules. Because that's stupid too. That's just as stupid as following rules that don't make sense, you know? All because you want to be some fucking goody two-shoes. I can't stand those people, man. But then you have those people that are like, you know, they think they're rebels or something. They think they're being so transgressive, all because they piss somebody off. I mean, I don't want to piss people off and offend people unless they're going to change their behavior. There's no point. Then it's just for my ego. I feel like most people do stuff for their ego. They're not aware of it. But that's why I like those that are on social networks act sociopathic. It's because everything they do is for narcissistic purposes. They don't care about anything. They don't even care about themselves if they're doing that. You know, they're self-destructing by the nanosecond. It just sucks though because they take down everybody else around them. Because, you know, other people, like, they pick up that energy and it gives them that sick feeling in the pit of their stomach. I know anytime that I'm around somebody that's a cluster B personality type, that's antisocial, borderline, histrionic, narcissistic, okay? Every single time that I'm around one of those people, it's just like there's this, ugh, like knots in my stomach. Because those people really can't be helped. And the reason why they can't be helped is because they don't think there's anything wrong with them. They think it's totally fine for them to treat people like they're garbage. Now, they do have some positive attributes, at least borderline personalities do. Borderline, as erratic as they are, they're still the most fun in that personality cluster. Because at least they're funny, you know? I like to laugh. I like to be around funny people, so I'll put up with all their bullshit as long as they're funny. But there's no point in trying to talk sense into them because they don't want anything to do with sense. They don't want anything to do with personal responsibility. They don't want anything to do with accountability, so naturally, they're going to shut that out. If you tell them something that is hard for them to hear, they're going to walk away. It's a defense mechanism. And sadly, because of social networks, I feel like borderline personality has completely taken over the world just like I predicted it would back in 2006. So, if you think they don't have abandonment issues, just wait until they shut down the internet. Like, you'll see that chronic abandonment, yelling and flaying and because that's the thing, like, they won't face the trauma that they experienced when they were kids that caused them to have that chronic abandonment. If people are willing to do that, they can move up. And by move up, they'll move up to cluster A and be like me. Like, I literally saw that happen with my friend Kim. Like, she was borderline and then she moved up to schizophrenic. So proud of you, baby, so proud of you.